And this is one of the reasons why people fall out of favor with certain things that they do. I thoroughly enjoy sometimes the viewpoint of Boosie. I really do. At times. But it seems as the world spins more and more and more, this dude's spinning out of control, bruh. This take right here sounds so stupid, and I'm gonna break down exactly why it sounds so dumb. Check me out. Just imagining how Drake feel after boosting so many artists' careers with his features, and those same MFs ain't got nothing to say positive about this dude. That's weak stuff to me. On God, if I was Drake, nobody could ever get another feature from me. On Bleak. Serena giving Heartbroken by Drake vibes. Laughing emojis. Congratulations to K. Lamar. Good performance. But Louisiana had enough artists to do their own lineup. I'm going to go say it. And I'm not siding with nobody, just speaking facts. I'm a Scorpio. I don't take betrayal good at all. I be in my feelings. Puffy do deserve a bond. I been said it. He ain't kill nobody, and people who kill people still get bonds sometimes. Now, Boosie, I want to ask you this simplistic question. It's got to be one of the most simplistic questions. Where was this at when Drake was doing this to Meek Mill? Where was this at then? Drake trolls Meek Mill with PowerPoint slideshow at OVO Fest. Rapper have been feuding over allegations of ghostwriters, CBC News, August 4th, 2025. Drake took his high-profile feud with Philly rapper Meek Mill to a new level during his show, capping performance at OVO Fest in Toronto over the weekend. When the headliner hit the stage at the Molson Amphitheater to perform his new diss track back-to-back, a towering screen behind the rapper played what appeared to be a PowerPoint presentation of ruthless memes mocking Meek Mill. Naturally, Twitter blew it up, with the meme screen spawning new memes and many Team Drake supporters declaring victory in the pair's ridiculous public beef. And wouldn't you know it, Drake mocking Meek Mill is all the fashion photo. He took Meek Mill's freaking photo and started doing stuff like this on t-shirts. So, you know what? Let me get back to the content. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that Drake feature.
A Jay-Z feature is still considered one of the most important features you can get.
Drake.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to do. Stir up the pot like some good gumbo with some, yeah, I know what you're trying to do. But it ain't gonna work, bro. We see through you, Boosie, as once upon a time you was a man who stood on principles.
Parents involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they get no time.
Right.
You know. It definitely was considered. Was gave 30 years. That man can come out here and help these women about predators. They over-sentenced this man, and I don't like what all this man has done for music.
Principles, and I tell people this all the time. People pick and choose every single time, no matter what the scenario is, no matter what the situation is. You stand with R. Kelly. R. Kelly, who, when I was in high school, I watched this man lay down with somebody who clearly was not in the age range he was in. And y'all know why he beat the charges? I think they forget this stuff. Conflicting pictures emerge of alleged R. Kelly victim. Sorry, I messed that one up. Monday, June 9th, 2008. Even the family of the alleged victim in the R. Kelly child tape trial doesn't seem to agree about her, especially about whether she's on a 27-minute X tape that could send the R&B star to prison for up to 15 years if convicted. The alleged victim says it's not her on the tape, so testimony from the prosecution and defense witnesses has sometimes painted contrasting pictures of the person who once called Kelly her godfather. 4 family members have testified for the prosecution that she is the person on the tape. 3 have testified for the defense that she's not. Asked by prosecutors whether the family has split in half as a result of this incident, one relative, Leroy Edwards Jr., answered softly, yes. Kelly, 41, has pleaded not guilty to 14 counts of child tapes. His lawyers say it's neither him nor the alleged victim on the tape, suggesting the images could have been, check this out, in 2009, computer generated. Well, no, 2008, my bad. possibly in a bid to extort money from the singer. Right, sure. Prosecutors say she was young as 13 when the tape was made, now 23. The woman has been identified at the trial, but the Associated Press does not name suspected victims of child tapes in most cases. She has not spoken publicly about the case. Photographs of her when she was about 13 show a short, smiling, cherub face. I don't even know how to say that. Cherub, I don't know. Face girl in pictures shown at jurors. She's in uniform after basketball games, her arms around other players. Prosecutors also played a music video featuring the girl and 3 other teens in an R&B tingled music group that toured Europe several times in the 1990s. No one questions that Kelly and the alleged victim knew each other. Singer Stephanie Sparkle Edwards, best known for the 1998 duet "Be Careful What You Say to Me" with Kelly, and his relative of the alleged victim, introduced her to Kelly at a music studio when the girl was around 13 and Kelly was around 30, Edwards testified. He liked her spirit, a teary-eyed Edwards told jurors. She was a very jolly person. The girl was fond of Kelly as a father figure, recalled Edwards, adding she didn't suspect an ex-relationship until news broke years later about the tape. Sometime after meeting Kelly, the alleged victim began telling her friends and acquaintances he was her godfather. Her childhood friend, Shimha Jameson testified. Jameson, now a 24-year-old hairstylist, also told jurors that Kelly frequently gave her friend cash, gifts, and 2 other teens were going shopping sprees with the money. Some of the testimony has focused on her physical features. A middle school basketball coach said he recognized the alleged victim as a female on the tape by her high forehead, saying he and her friends would joke about it with her. That's funny. You're joking about a 7th grade girl having a big forehead? Defense attorney Mark Martin snapped at Joel Rhea, sounding incredulous. The kids were, Rhea responded. A relative testifying for the defense, Charlotte Edwards, told jurors the female in the video couldn't be the alleged victim because of the breasts of that person were too large. Prosecution witness Lisa Van Allen, 27, told jurors she had 3-way sex with Kelly and alleged the victim several times, starting in 1998. During one encounter in a trailer at the set of the music video, the alleged victim had to run into the bathroom naked when someone came to the door because Kelly didn't want others to see her there, Van Allen testified. Prosecutors said they would not ask the alleged victim to testify. The defense hasn't said whether they will, though Kelly attorney Sam Adams Jr. asked jurors in opening statements why prosecutors chose not to call her. One answer, he said, his voice booming. 1, it's not her on the tape. To bolster their argument that the female on the tape and alleged victim couldn't be the same person, the defense has taken frequent opportunities to praise her character. She is as sweet, as nice, and as lovely a person there is, Adams said during his open arguments. He juxtaposed that image with the female in the video who takes money from the man before having sex with him. The woman on that tape is getting paid, he said. The woman is a prostitute, not a victim. Another Kelly attorney, Ed Jensen, made a similar point when he cross-examined prosecution witness Benny Edwards Jr., another relative and a member of the alleged victim's music group, asked if the way the female acted in the video bore any resemblance to the alleged victim as he knew her. Edwards shook his hand. It's not her character at all. That's why he beat that. But ask anybody in Chicago, R. Kelly or Aura Kelly was known to pull up at high schools searching for his next victim. And he definitely married Aaliyah when she was under. So I don't want to hear nobody who support that BS. I don't care who it is. I stand on that amongst anybody. But let's take it a step further. When Drake was bullying people and blackballing people, especially in his own home city, where was that then? When Drake basically left, what's the little dude who wrote the stuff for him and then the Dream Chasers caught him in LA and beat up on him and stuff? I don't even remember. Anyways, I don't remember Cuz's name. Anyways, nah, bruh. Drake has bully tactics. And the reason why Drake quote unquote fell out with people is literally because of Drake. See, you wouldn't like somebody who basically comes out and always doing weird stuff and going behind your back and talking to your bride and stuff like that. Hey, Boosie, did you know while Lil Wayne was locked up, Drake was literally sleeping with his girl? That's why when that song came out, had my heart broken by a woman named Tammy.
Had my heart broken by this woman named Tammy, but hoes gon' be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy.
Tammy Torres.
Yes.
You were the one Lil Wayne wrote about that while he was in jail had a little fling with Drake. Prefer the company of Drake over Lil Wayne or Lil Wayne over Drake?
That would be the story that we would talk about.
Apparently, in the book, there's a part in the book where you say that he came in and told you that he had smashed one of your girls.
Oh, when he
Yeah, I know.
That was a diss towards Drake and her. Bet you didn't know that, huh? Yeah, Drake slept with Lil Wayne's girl. Drake is known for doing underhanded back compliments and backdoor tactics like that. Added with the fact of this, Drake came up off of a Houston sound. Then Drake rode the wave of Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. Then Drake jumped to the club scene of Atlanta and Miami. But when Drake had previously started, he had rode the New York train. That's why when you watch somebody like What's the Dirt, when they break down Drake's many accents, that's what it is. See, Drake has his team of writers, and Drake 100% rides waves of other things that are on the up and up. That's why he had the Jamaican wave and the house music wave and all that stuff. And I'm not saying Drake ain't a good artist. And me personally, I would listen to Drake over a majority of artists, including Kendrick Lamar. But at least I'm honest about who Drake is. So when people like Boosie, who are clearly chasing it to get on Drake's good side, Drake needs them more than ever. Nobody mentions the fact that Drake is the one who dissed Kendrick Lamar on Jodeci's Back.
We moved to operation in Cali soon as the snow drop. Oh, stop, please stop arguing about who's the best MC. I think everyone would agree they know that you're not.
Which prompted the freaking whole entire world to hear the Control verse, which really wasn't a diss. It was just him saying he want to rap, he want to get to it. But I find it funny how people like Boosie will say, yeah, Louisiana could have did this and did that. Let's not sit up here and act like the NFL is a black-owned league. That's number one. Number two, the NFL don't owe anybody, but it's paying customers. The NFL owes nobody. That's the second thing. Number three, where was all this Louisiana support in 2012 when they had the Super Bowl? That's when Wayne was at his peak. Why wasn't nobody saying nothing then? The Super Bowl 47 halftime show occurred on February 3rd, 2013 at the Mercedes Superdome in New Orleans as part of Super Bowl 47. Beyonce headlined with special guests Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. It was critically acclaimed, becoming the second most watched Super Bowl history. Well, in Super Bowl history. Anyways, that was the one with the blackout where the 49ers had played the Ravens, and y'all remember basically blacking out and then the Ravens winning. But let's get back to it. And if anybody wants to mess around and say Wayne was not at his peak, you'd be lying. Because in 2013, Lil Wayne released the album I Am Not a Human Being 2 and the single Love Me. Y'all remember that song? Long as my bitches love me, yeah, I can give it. And it absolutely debuted number 2 on the Billboard's 200. So I just want y'all to shut the hell up because he released a number 2 album at the time. On the charts, by the way. Oh, all right. So let me give y'all a little backstory real quick. Nobody hated on anybody as far as when Usher did the Super Bowl in West Coast territory when he did it in Las Vegas, right? We didn't trip. But I want to see how many Georgians complain when they had a Super Bowl there in a couple of years, and I want to see all y'all rile up in arms. What it should have been was nothing but congratulatory things for Kendrick Lamar for getting on this white man stage because it ain't a black stage. I hope y'all know that. Ain't no black owners at all. Football had to be integrated. So when you hear dummies and morons like Boosie who slick be hating on Kendrick Lamar talking about I'm not taking sides, you obviously don't do any history. And people like you, y'all entitled to your opinion every single time. I would never say, man, Boosie, man, you don't need to have an opinion and stuff like that. I just find you quite odd personally. So it is what it is on that one, bro. As far as Drake go, I'm going to be fair, and I given the blueprint on both sides. Y'all can go to my live streams on Instagram when all of this stuff was happening, and I gave each person what to do, and it seems like, and I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar's team listened to me, it just made the most logical sense to make exactly what your man Drake did to Meek Mill and make a club banger with lyrics that they can say right to the artist. Because everybody wants a chance to get under people's skin when they can. And anybody who says that, oh, well, Kendrick Lamar, he needed Drake and he wasn't. No. Let's understand something. Kendrick won a Pulitzer off of a freaking album. Kendrick's album is still the first freaking album. What record did Good Kid, Mad City break? Album longevity and chart success. Good Kid, Mad City has achieved a remarkable feat by remaining on the Billboard 200 for 12 consecutive years since its debut in 2012. This accomplishment highlights the album's timeless appeal and significant impact on hip-hop history. And this was November 4th, 2024. We are already a year and a couple of months ahead. Let me update y'all real quick in case y'all think it's all cap for the rap. Check this out. And what I'm going to do is show y'all right now. This is the Billboard right now. So he already still has his album GNX trending. But as we go down and we start to scroll, I want to show y'all right here, Good Kid, Mad City. See, 31. It was 29 not too long ago. 640 weeks on there. You see right there? Yeah, that right there is a bad arrow, but whatever. Show y'all right here. Bruh, it's almost 13 years since. It's still charting to this day in the top 200 and has been doing that for almost 13 freaking years. There's no other rap artist to ever do that. Ever. And Not Like Us is going to end up hitting top 5 all over again because it's number 4 trending videos right now. So when people like Boosie get to hating, because all it is hating, ain't going to work, buddy. That's why your man Lil Wayne had to say that weak ass shit that he said. Why did we need to know that? I'm not going to be attending the Super Bowl. Man, Wayne, fuck you. Flat out. I still function with your music and all that, but personally, fuck you. You don't even support your damn team. You don't support the Saints. Ain't nothing about you say anything supportive of the Saints. What are you talking about? You root for the Packers. Over 1,000 miles north of there. So all this fake Wayne support and all this stuff, where was the Wayne support and Wayne needed to perform at the Super Bowl in 2012 when Wayne was at his peak? And don't none of you Georgia cats say nothing because y'all sat up there and let Maroon 5 come to y'all Super Bowl and do all of that stuff. Shout out to Usher, but y'all did that in Las Vegas. Y'all didn't do that in Atlanta. So next major black city, let's see how y'all react when somebody else come through there. Because I guarantee it damn near whoever they put on the Super Bowl for the next, I'll do this in real time. Next places of the Super Bowl. Next locations. Here we go. They already popped it up. We're on locations for the next 5 Super Bowls. Ooh. San Francisco. A lot of broken cars in there. The 2007 back in LA. 2027, pardon me. Then coming back to Atlanta in 2028. You know what's going to end up happening? Somebody who is not from California is not going to be performing. And as soon as, if I don't give a damn who it is, as soon as anybody from the Bay say, hey man, E40 and Too Short and who else y'all know out the Bay? Yeah, E40 and Too Short and all them should be performing. I'm going to say exactly the same thing. This ain't y'all platform. This ain't y'all stage. Whoever they choose to go with is whoever they choose to go with. I personally think it's going to be a rock group because the Bay has produced dope-ass rock groups, you know, like Journey and all that. If they get Journey, bro, that'd be hard. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. But yeah, bro. So in 2028, I want to see everybody from the South who've been hating on the West Coast to come through and say, hey, we need somebody from Atlanta to represent us. And it better be a rapper. If not, y'all just decided to hate on this moment because that's what y'all do. Not saying the whole entire South, just the cats who were sitting up there hating. It should have been congratulatory celebration for Kendrick Lamar, but cats couldn't do that. You want to know why? Because they can't do it, and they definitely not like us.